कनिष्ठो युवा स्यात् गरिष्ठो युवा ध्येयनिष्ठो विभूयाद्वयम् युवा स्यात् गरिष्ठो युवा स्यात् गरिष्ठो युवा ध्येयनिष्ठो विभूयाद्वयम् यदि स्यात् युवा राष्ट्रकर्तव्यनिष्ठा समानेकतत्त्वं विलोकत्रयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया कुम्भापुरे विश्वविद्यालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् अत्रैव सर्वे प्रतिष्ठापयामो ममत्वेन सार्धं समत्वं वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया कुम्भापुरे विश्वविद्यालयम् कलाशास्त्रवाणिज्यशाखादिरूढा अमूढा विमुक्ता विहङ्गा वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम्
Now, I request Honorable Principal Sir Dr. Giri to address today's annual session.
Happy morning to all of you. Today's keynote speaker, Dr. Durgesh Tripathi sir from GGS Indraprastha University, New Delhi. My pride student, Saurabh Deshpande, Head Atharva Film Institute, Mumbai. Dr. Vidya Nair, SIS College, Mumbai. All participants and delegates. Our KLE Society is 107-year-old institution having 293 schools and colleges, right from traditional education to medical and engineering education. Under the leadership of our chairman, Sir Dr. Prabhakar Kore, KLE institution is achieving heights in every corner of the world. The KLE students have shown their footsteps in the development of various countries. Digitization has changed entire scenario. There was a time we were depending on only Doordarshan for news and other information. But we are having with in necessity of that we should the changing aspects from the point of view of changing nature of media in respect of digitization. I congratulate BMMC department for organizing this national level e-conference and also our IQAC so that it will be a platform for all of us to discuss, to deliberate on this particular that is very hot topic of the day. Once again, I welcome all of you, and I am sure that there will be good deliberations in a whole day and will arrive to a right conclusion from the point of view of digitization and media. Once again, I welcome all of you. Thank you very much.
Now I would request Assistant Professor Dipali Kadam, the convener of today's National E-Conference, to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Durgesh Tripathi.
Thank you, Kshamata ma'am. I Assistant Professor Dipali Kadam, the convener of today's national conference titled as Digital Transformation in Media and Entertainment Industry, take this honor to introduce our today's keynote speaker, Dr. Durgesh Tripathi. Now, talking about Dr. Tripathi, he has been associated with DGS University, that is Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, as an associate professor at New Delhi, and he has also been entrusted with the responsibility as the in charge of the newly planned School of Filmmaking, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Sir has more than 20 years of experience in media education. From January 2008, active proponent of title of our conference actually has got the correct person to be as a keynote speaker. Propagating the knowledge of digital media. He also believes in democratization of the higher education in India, and he has been promoting the vision of national mission on education through ICT, that is NME ICT, Government of India, through his efforts. He has the distinction of launching the first MOOC course on behalf of the IP University on the SWAYAM platform. Sir has completed his postdoctoral fellowship from the Indian Council of Social Science Research, that is the ICSSR, in 2017. Sir has also received the prestigious award, that is Bhartendu Harishchandra Award, from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, for his academic contribution. Recently, Dr. Tripathi has been associated with an international project titled as The Room Where It Happens, aimed at imparting media literacy skills to Gen Z, duly sponsored by the US Department of State. Dr. Tripathi, he was among the very few Indian academicians who was selected for this project in 2021. Sir has written a book which is titled as Rethinking Media and Socio-Cultural Change, that is India and the Globe in Times of Pandemic, in 2021, and it is published by HP Hamilton Limited, London, United Kingdom. Sir has also written a book which is titled as Advertising and Youth, and also he has written one more book which is again titled as Media and Youth. So looking at his contribution, as we can actually say that he has keen interest in dealing with digital media and youth. Sir's research interests include communication research, youth studies, new media, and political participation. He has also been invited for the extension lectures at Shanghai International University at China, then Burafa University at Thailand, Hallam University at Seoul, the Republic of South Korea. Again, he was been invited Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and University of Bonn at Germany. He has chaired a session at the 4th European International Conference at Atlanta, Turkey. Sir has been an ardent propagator of online education and digital inclusion in higher education institutions in alignment with Sustainable Development Goal 4, that is quality education for all. He has conducted more than 50 workshops for the capacity building of fellow academicians and research scholars in India and abroad. Sir has been working in this field, as I have said, for more than 20 years. Now, looking at his heights of achievements in the field of media education and in the academics, we are honored to have him as a keynote speaker for our national conference titled as Digital Transformation in Media and Entertainment Industry. Thank you so much. Over to you, Kshamata ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing our today's keynote speaker. Now I request our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Durgesh Tripathi sir, to address the audience.
Thank you so much, Kshamata Chauhanji and Dipali Kadam and Mr. Giri, who is the principal of your very prestigious college. And I feel great honor to be the part of this national e-conference on the very much pertinent topic, very relevant topic, I can say. The topic is related with the digital transformation in media and entertainment industry, which is organized by the KLE Societies, Science and actually, I have received so many information that the speakers will join later on, like Mr. Saurabh Deshpande ji, Mangesh Karnandikar ji, Dr. Kailas, and more or less I can say all the speakers who have already contributed and engaged with the digital transformation in India, which is very much related to media and entertainment industry in our country. I would like to focus. I would like to restrict my presentation related with the digital transformation in media and entertainment industry in our country, whereas I am keenly associated with the digital education inclusion in higher education institutions in India, which is known by which has already been presented and organized by Ministry of Education, Government of India, like EPG Pathsala, which is accredited as the largest national digital repository for higher education institutions. Again, MOOCs course, massive open online course, and I do believe that all the faculty members and all the management bodies, they have already acquainted with the National Mission on Education through ICT, and I do believe that everyone knows about the massive open online course, and how can we be able to acknowledge the MOOCs course in our pedagogy as per the new directions of new education policy 2020 or national education policy 2020. But as I have received the information from the organizers from your side that my presentation will restrict focus on the digital transformation in media and entertainment industry, and I do believe that I will try my best, I can say, to judge your identification for me as a keynote speaker for a very prestigious e-conference on the very pertinent topic. And my presentation is very simple to understand, the future of media and entertainment industry in India. And I have visited many countries in my academic career in last 10 to 15 years of my career, from global north to global south, from USA, Canada, UK, and other countries, and France. And I have found that if we would like to grow, if we would like to showcase our potential of knowledge for the each and every on the digital platforms, so that we can establish our country as a capital of the knowledge economy. And everyone know about the basic idea related with the digital education, digital future, or a future of education, we can say in other words. That's why I have prepared my presentation for the same related with my presentation, which is related with my topic of the same, which I do believe that my presentation will be able to showcase future of media and entertainment industry in India with reference to digital platforms, digital inclusion in our society as well as in our country. And with the permission of the chair, I would like to start my PPT formal presentation for the same. I do believe that my PPT is visible to all of you. Please kindly correct me.
Sir, it's not yet visible.
Okay, okay. Just now I will try again. Um,
Shall I present it from my end, sir?
it may be possible. I think you have not given
I
me
have
the
you.
presenter link. I think it may be possible that.
No, you can present, sir. There is this arrow present now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my level best to your entire screen. Then share cannot be visible in my laptop in my screen. That is the problem.
Okay.
Is it visible now?
No, sir, it's not.
Okay. Then kindly help me to present from your side, and I will be able to discuss and to again.
Sir, should I share the PPT? I'll
Yeah,
share it. Okay.
please kindly help me.
Yes, yes, sir. Is it visible?
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
you must speak and to talk and to discuss and to receive information or a feedback from other participants also, so that it may be
Yes, sir.
able to focus and to showcase the slides in front of all the fellow participants.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible to everyone. Is it visible? Sir, yes, the screen is visible even on the YouTube, sir.
Very nice. Okay, my formal presentation in front of the fellow participants is related with your theme of your conference, e-conference, and my title of the presentation is demystifying the future of media and entertainment industry in India, in our country. And I do only. It's very simple. Yeah. As I know, previous one. Yeah. As we
Introduction.
know that, as we know that the the whole idea of digitalization comes forward after the COVID-19 impact or effect on our society, especially related with the media and entertainment industry or education. Whereas with the digitalization of media and industry related items, related the programs for everyone, because we know that very easy to perform and to engage a larger people, larger audience on a digital platform, and no one can be able to restrict our idea, our content, our program for a limited audience. And over the past few years, COVID showed the critical role of media and entertainment industry in consumers' lives and the resilience of the industry. As we have already seen, we have already expected during the COVID-19 situation. And and a good comeback from COVID loss and is back to its pre-COVID growth story in nowadays. And I have already seen so many pictures like KGF, RRR, and recently shown a picture which is a blockbuster from the Bollywood. It's a Pathan. And with the industry witnessing strong growth tailwinds, it is poised to grow to $55 billion to 65 billion by 2030, and with a potential to reach the $65 billion dollar to 70 US billion dollar, driven by growth in OTT and gaming. As we know that the over the top over OTT platforms or the gaming industry has already been achieving new heights, new goals for the development of the and engagement of the wholesome people, wholesome audience, wholesome society, especially related with the youth or Gen Z. And nowadays, we can be able to see that the digital platform and kind of engagement of the digital platform, OTT, and other gaming platform has already been rising to the society to engage and to reach each and every strata of our society. And the next PPT, please. Dipali ji, next PPT. And if we look upon the consumer behaviors related to the digitalization of the same, especially with the media and entertainment industry, over the years, the M&E industry has evolved considerably and has seen rapid changes fueled by accelerated technological progress and evolving consumer behaviors. And nowadays, we can be able to see that the consumer behavior has already been engaged and reached the digital platform or a digital content which is easily available on the various media and entertainment platform, so that the all the producers, all the content creators, all the producers of the same, they are already being engaged to develop their programs, their content for the offline, or we may say that for the theater, for the television, as well as they are uploading their content and platform on the same digital platform or OTT platform. And we can be able to see that Amazon Prime, and there are so many digital platforms, they have already been engaged, associated, and launched the so many films, so many programs, so many soap operas on their digital platform. And OTT sphere has exploded with a strong subscription growth and increased investments in content. And we may see that there may be huge investment to develop their content for the digital platform, for the OTT platform, we can say. And gaming continues to show promising growth. As we know that Generation Z has already been engaged with the gaming industry, with the digital platform, so that we can be able to understand that in a near future the whole media and entertainment industry of our country, as well as in the international platform, international global industry, we can see that there may be there may be so many platforms has already been engaged with the development and to development of the digital content, digital platform as well. And I would like to request Dipali to go to the next slide, please. And my next slide, which is very much related with the same, that in a nowadays metaverse and disruptive influence competitive advantage will be metaverse, which stands at the confluence of multiple disruptive technologies. And as adoption increases, use cases expand and connectivity and interoperability improves, it will be interesting to see the wider adoption of metaverse technologies beyond the gaming industry. And in nowadays, we can be able to experience that in very there are so many programs which is associated with the augmented reality, virtual reality, and the programs related with the AI, so that we can be able to understand that in the near future the digitalization and its impact on the media and entertainment industry, and we can be able to understand about the future of media entertainment industry in our country. While still in the nascent stages, media companies and content creators are already providing more interactive and immersive experiences to viewers, so that we can be able to see and to experience at a very new kind of understanding, very new kind of interactive platforms, very much interactive platforms, and we feel that we are there and to experience in a real time. In a nowadays or in a near future, the media and entertainment industry will focus on the real time experience to improve and to engage our our stakeholders, our subscribers to experience and to enrich the very much kind of a real experience with their programs. Next slide, please.
So just a second, I will do the entire presentation as a slide show.
Okay. And my next PPT will showcase on digital leading the way and contributing the two-third of the growth, so that you can be able to understand about the future of media and entertainment industry in our country, as well as the global idea, global understanding of digitalization media and entertainment. And in my present slide, the everyone can be able to understand about the digital leading the way and contributing to say two-thirds of the growth, where you may be able to understand the past, present,
प्रोग्राम चालू
and future estimated
हाँ?
and the revenue
अरे त्यांना
idea of the
सांगितलं
same.
की
And
ऑटोमॅटिक
you
जा
may see
म्हणून
in my present slide that in 2015, the media
काय सांगता
industry
नाही आलं
is governed
इसको
and led by the television and print media. But in 2019, the revenue sharing, revenue sharing goes and gone to the digital platform or OTT platform. And in 2020, the contribution and the revenue sharing by the digital platforms and the media and entertainment industry has already been rising from 6 to 9% and 4 to 6%, and you may see in my present slide. And in 2021 and 2022, you may see that the revenue sharing of digital platforms, especially with the OTT platform or a digital media and entertainment industry platform, they have already been associated with the and the large number of revenue sharing other than the television and print media. And it's a slightly if you see you can be able to see my present slide, and you may be able to understand about the future idea and future trend of digital media and entertainment industry in our country, as well as it's a global trend also we may acknowledge, as it's a global trend for the same. So that I do believe that the all the communication scholar, all the teachers, all the contributor of the media industry, media and entertainment industry must acknowledge the digital revenue sharing and the future of the digital media and entertainment industry, so that they can be able to join and to acknowledge the digital platform, so that they can be able to join and to lead the media and entertainment industry in near future. Next slide, please. Again, my present slide, which is showcased in your screen, you may be able to see that the strong surge in digital consumption. It's very much easy to understand that with my previous slide, which is laid to the revenue sharing, and in present, I am maybe able to showcase the basic idea of strong surge in digital consumption. As we know that in a media economics understanding, that the consumption is the most important parameters, most important understanding, where you may be able to understand the future of the trends, future trends are related with the same. And if we will be able to understand about the surge in digital consumption, we may be able to understand about the future trends of the media and entertainment industry, so that as a contributor we may be able to understand that the which content and the kind of a content should be presented in front of the society, in front of the industry, so that you can be able to lead your industry, you may be able to lead your to lead your so and to showcase your potential of knowledge, potential of understanding for the same. It's very much easy to understand to see my present slide related with the surge of digital consumption. It's a digital consumption led to the revenue sharing, and it must lead to the contribution. If the digital consumption will be rising, if the revenue sharing will be rising, we must acknowledge, we must include the digital content creation for this same, so that we can be able to draw the attention, you may be able to earn the wholesome revenue from the same. And the next slide, please. And the next slide, which will be able to lead the idea related with the digital media industry, entertainment industry in our country, which is led by the my previous slide. First, related with the revenue sharing. Second is related with the consumption of the content, and the present slide related with the language and micro genre fueling growth. We may be able to understand nowadays. It's very easy to understand. There are so many television channels or a cable TV channels. They have started their regional channels like ABP Majha, like G Marathi, or I may be wrong to pronounce it, or to take a wrong title, but you may be able to understand that I may be able to showcase that the language and macro genre fueling the growth of digital media and entertainment industry in our country, as well as the whole global media and entertainment industry. And more than 50% TV viewership share of regional content and music and movies. You may be able to understand that. It's a present slide to understand that the revenue sharing. Again, there may be some problem related with your side, or from the link side. Yeah, it's okay. Right. So it's a language, digital content, the consumption, revenue sharing, all are interconnected. All are interconnected. That's why I would like to request to all of you, if you are going to understand the future trends of media and entertainment industry, we must understand, we must know that the basic idea of revenue sharing, the consumption, and the power of digital idea, and the language and the micro genre, which can be led to the future growth of media and entertainment industry. 35%, in present slide you may see that the 35% viewership share for regional languages other than Hindi on OTT platforms. You may be understand, please. I would like to request to all of you, please think over the regional languages, the micro genre, digital content, digital platform, revenue sharing, the consumption, this consumption of digital consumption, so that we may be able to understand the future trends of media and entertainment industry. And I would like to share one of the important quote of Mr. Gaurav Gandhi, who is the vice president of Prime Video India, and I do believe that everyone knows about the Prime Video. And he said that earlier customers bought DTH. Earlier customers bought DTH or a cable packs in one or two language and would get to watch movies in only their native or a mother languages or English because of limitation of screens. With streaming, digital streaming, they talked about the digital streaming, that streaming, they are now able to explore and watch content in multiple languages, especially with the localization options, subtitle titles and dubs. And I would like to share one more most important point, that there are so many films which is produced in Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, but in Bhojpuri, they are translated, they are dubbed, and they are easily broadcasted and showcased in the cinema halls and theaters of UP, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand, so that you can be able to understand that the power of the language. The film has already been made in Tollywood, in Kollywood, in other languages, but they are after successful showcase of their film or a blockbuster film of Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, after dubbing in Bhojpuri or a Hindi, they secured the businesses, the revenue in UP, Bihar, and Jharkhand in their own language in Bhojpuri. Can you imagine? It's a power of language. Can you imagine? It's a power of the OTT platforms. Can you imagine? It's a power of digital consumption and revenue sharing by the whole society, so that you may be able to understand each and everything related with the digital idea or a digital media and entertainment industry in our country. The film made in Karnataka, in Bangalore, in Tamil Nadu, in Malayalam, but they dubbed and they showcased in Jharkhand, in Bihar. Can you imagine the power of language? So that you may be able to understand about the future idea of future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country. Next slide, please. Next slide. It's related with the demand for snackable and accessible content. I have already discussed about the same, the digital consumption, the revenue sharing, and the language power of language. Again, I would like to focus on the accessible content, and the engagement of content with the audience, so that you can be able to understand the whole interconnected ideas of future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country, as well as for the global idea or a global media and entertainment industry. And the present slide is very simple to understand that the drop the drop in attention span by 25% to 8 seconds in last few years. People, they don't have time to read and to watch and to see the contents. It's very short and sweet content must lead for the entertainment and the media. And factors contributing to popularity of short, easily digestible and visually engaging snackable content. It's very much simple to understand. Snackable. Nowadays, no one can be able to eat a thali, wholesome Maharaja thali or a Maharani thali. But snacks, and in Mumbai, it's very easy. In Maharashtra, it's very easy. In Delhi, it's a metro. It's very easy for a snacks. It's a bada pav. It's a burger in Delhi or a bada pav in Maharashtra or in Mumbai. People are walking and they are snacking. It's a bada pav. It's kind of a idea for media and entertainment industry. That's why I can say it's a snackable and accessible content for all, so that you can be able to attract the people and to generate the revenue for the same. And it's very much easy to understand to see my present slide. And availability of high volumes of preferred micro genres due to easy and fast content creation. It's very easy to understand about and to know about the basic idea of the same. And higher opportunity for viewer participation in shorter audios and videos, so that you can be able to associate and to engage the maximum number of people, maximum number of audiences with your content, so that it's very easy to understand the basic idea related with the first, revenue sharing; second, digital consumption; third, the language and the genre; and the fourth, the snackable or a short content, short videos, so that it's very easy to understand the future trends and the content for everyone, from senior citizen to youth, senior citizen to generation Z, so that you can be able to understand the future trends of digitalization and the scope and the idea and the objectives of media and entertainment industry in our country. It's very much easy to understand for each one and for everyone to know about. And I would like to request to Dr. Dipali to go on the next slide. Thank you, Dr. Dipali, for your kind cooperation and support. After that, I may be able to showcase my basic idea and slide in front of the fellow colleagues and the esteemed participants of this conference, which is organized by Kelly Society. Again, it's very simple to understand, to look upon my present slide, which is inquire, which is actually in my present slide. I have inquired the basic idea of shift towards snackable content seen across India. First related with the streaming content, shorter movies with tighter storylines becoming more mainstream. Try to understand, sir. Every student, every teacher, I would like to request all of the teacher, all the faculty members and the scholars and the students, please go through the basic idea, the streaming content, shorter movies with tighter storylines becoming more mainstream, to acquire the more revenue, to acquire the more acquaintance with your content. And this content sharing, the digital acknowledgement should be there. And again, social media, Instagram Reels, maximum of 90 seconds. Reels, clips, and Twitter, maximum of 280 characters, have revolutionized the pattern of social media content consumption. We have to understand the digital consumption and the revenue sharing and the content creation so that you may be able to showcase your best idea, best knowledge in front of the audiences, and you may be lead with your potential of knowledge. News applications with less than 100 word articles are getting popular among masses, among audiences, know to be read on the go for the faster society, like in Mumbai, in Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai. You may see the people in the metro, people in the local trains, they read the news on the news applications and they like the news which is shorter than less than 100 words. So then they can see, they can experience, they can read the information only. They don't want to read a wholesome story and to read more than 1,000 words story, so that you may be able to understand about. And the music, upcoming musicians are producing 30 to 60-second remediations of popular songs to launch themselves. That is Yasraj Mukhate's viral parody videos with rap beats. I do believe that everybody has already been engaged and to seen and to watch the same. And gaming, hyper casual games like Cube Surfer, Draw Joust covered 50% of all mobile games downloads during pandemic due to its fast and easy setup. You may be able to understand it's a shift towards snackable content seen across media so that you can be able to understand about the idea of the same and near future and the trends of media and entertainment industry in our country as well as from the global media and entertainment industry. We may be able to understand the future trends. Next slide, please. OTT with higher adoption rates. Again, I would like to request to all of you, please go through my present slide, which is also interconnected with the previous slides, like revenue sharing, like consumption, like language or a genre or a snackable contents. Again, it's present slide related with the OTT with high adoption rates. And you may be able to understand with the same with my present slide that OTT market size and the 2020 estimated and the 2030 estimated. It's a CAGR growth 20 to 23% and 2.6 to 11 to 13%. And it's a primary driver is the growth of SVOD segment expected to grow from 85 to 90 million subscriptions in 2022 to 160 to 165 million subscriptions in 2017, just after 4 years. So that you may be able to understand the power of digital education, digital platforms, digitalization, and the media and entertainment future of the media and entertainment industry, and the acknowledgement and the association and the engagement of media and entertainment industry with the digital platform, so that you may be able to understand the future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country as well as the global trends. Again, it's a growth backed by increased consumption, content, and investments. Investments from the producers, investment from the production houses, and the 40% share of digital in total video watch time, 4 time increase over last 6 years. because it's a internet penetration to every households. It's a smartphone, it's a smartphone's engagement to all of them, so that you may be able to understand about the future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country. The next slide, please. Yeah, it's very much easy to understand with my present slide that the consumption, adoption, revenue sharing, snackable content, and the key trends in OTT in India, so that we may be able to understand the future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country. And the key trends in OTT in India is related with from mobile to large screen, and everybody has the mobile phones in our country. It's a digital revolution, I can say. It's a smartphone revolution in our country, and every strata of our society, they have already been engaged with the smartphones, so that from mobile to large screen, and the key trends for promoting and to developing the OTT platforms in our country is easy to understand and to look upon my present slide, so that the all the scholars of media and entertainment industry, all the faculty members, all the producers, all the content creators, they must have the basic idea and the future trends of digitalization of media and entertainment industry in our country. An increase in paid subscription, it's a revenue model. It's a new revenue model. The production houses and the production companies, they don't depend on the viewership. They must go through with the subscriptions of their channels. It's very easy. It's a new revenue model. It's a new revenue model, came from the western countries, from the Los Angeles, or we may say that from the Hollywood, from the London film industry, or from Hong Kong film industry, so that we may be able to understand that the near future or a future trends of media and entertainment industry in our country. And the subscription model has surged. Subscriptions increased 16 time in 5 years, and you may be able to understand that the future of media and entertainment industry. Dr. Dipali, I would like to request, please go to my next slide, please. Again, it's related with the key trends in OTT in India, and it's very easy to understand that the leading power, the leading power of the OTT in our country is related with the globalization of content. As I have already focused and to discuss about the same related in the slide of regional languages, or a language and the genre, that have already been talked about, the content dub and to translation, that has already been discussed about the movie made in Tamil, the Chennai or a Bangalore, they have dubbed into Bhojpuri or a Hindi, and the blockbuster film in Jharkhand, in the remote area of Bihar. You can imagine the power of the language, so that it's very easy for the content creator to acquire more revenue with the use of this kind of a understanding. It's a globalization of content. Sports as a tent pole to attract new subscribers. And sports, it's a kabaddi, IPL for kabaddi, IPL, near future IPL for a girls of cricket team, IPL, hockey, kabaddi, other sports, kusti, and kabaddi. You may see that the sports creation, sports content has already been immersed as a new content creation, as a new engagement with the people, with the strata of our society. It's try to understand about the future related with the content creation, with the acquaintance with the people, with the audience, like content like genre of sports content, the digital content, the snackable content, the regional or a regional language or a different genre, and the globalization of the content, so that it's very much easy to understand about the future idea of the same. Next slide, please. We have already talked about many ideas related with the revenue sharing, with the digital consumption, smartphone technology, digital platforms, the language, genre, globalization, and the snackable content. Now, my present slide will focus on the gaming industry, which is very much emerging topic, very much emerging idea, and the future trends in our society, in our country. And I can say that I would like to request to all of you. I have already received some of the paper. I have already presented in the some of the universities of China. They have organized a conference on digital gaming. Can you imagine? They have already thought, and they have already showcased, they have already engaged, they have already researched and searched in digital gaming industry. I recall that in 2022 and 2021, I have associated with one of the University of China on the digital gaming conference. I have presented my understanding online on the topic of digital gaming. That's why I would like to request to all of you, if you want to understand, if you want to look upon the future trends of media and entertainment industry, we have to know, we should know the one of the important strata related with the mobile gaming industry in our country. And you may be understand about to see my present slide, which is related with the gaming market size, which is 2.5 US dollar billion dollar in 2022, but with the growth of CAGR 16 to 19% and to 8 to 11 billion US dollar in 2030. It's an estimated digital gaming industry, but we have to understand about the future trend and digitalization of media and entertainment industry for the same, and mobile gaming boasting 85% of the market size to lead the growth in this mobile first culture. And 10 time growth increase in gaming companies over the last decades, so that we can be able to understand the future of digitalization of media and entertainment industry. I would like to request again to Dr. Dipali, please go to the next slide. It's a gaming in India. It's a gaming in India. It's easy to understand. And I would like to request Dr. Dipali, kindly correct me and kindly allow me the time, because I have received your schedule that my presentation will complete in 12:10 or at 12:15.
12:15, sir.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
can I can leverage more 8 minutes
Yes.
to discuss and to showcase my research, my understanding in front of the esteemed participants and the fellow colleagues. Very much. It's very easy to understand. We have already talked about the gaming industry and the future of the digital gaming industry in our country, as well as it's a present slide related with the gaming in India, so that you may be able to understand about the 15,000 plus. You may be, please think about that. Everybody should to look upon my present slide. More than 15,000 plus number of game developers in our country. Can you imagine? 15%, more than 15,000 plus game developers. 20 to 25% of population playing mobile games in our society. It's a data. It's a huge data. 22 to 25% of population playing mobile games. you may be able to understand the power of digital gaming. And 2.3 hours average time is spent per weeks versus 3.2 to 3.4 hours for USA and China. You may be able to understand 2.3 hours per week. You may be able to understand the power of digital content. And $3 billion to $10 billion average dollar spent per user per annum. Sorry, $3 to $10 average spent per user per annum yearly, we can say. So that you may be able to understand if you are going to lead the society or a media and entertainment industry, we must acknowledge the digitalization of the media and entertainment industry. Next slide, please. It's related with the film industry, reimagining their role in the media and entertainment industry. It's a market, films market, and 2022 estimated with the CAGR 8% to 12% in 2023. So that you can be able to understand the future of digital, yeah, digitalization of media and entertainment industry in our country. It's very easy to understand. And I would like to request to all of you, please go through. And box office collections, January April 2022, highest ever figures in this period. An increase in Indian feature films year of year, plus 28% and 58% of box office revenue coming from regional movies. Again, it's interconnected with my previous slide where I've already been discussed about the regional and the zonal and the globalization of the content, so that everyone should know, everyone can be able to understand about the future of the media and entertainment industry in our country. It's very easy to understand. Again, next slide, please. Key trends in film industry. I would like to request all the fellow participants must go through, must look, must see my present slide. It's a regional movies gaining national acceptance. First important point, regional movies gaining national acceptance. In other words, I can say international acceptance. Everyone, I do believe that everyone read the news related with the RRR, the songs and the movie for Oscar nominations, for Cannes. There are so many regional languages films. They have shown their talent, their potential of understanding in front of the international jury members, so that we can be able to say that regional movies gaining national and international acceptance. Again, OTT windowing, gap between theatrical theater and digital release of films revised to 8 weeks, auguring well for cinemas. And continued OTT heft. OTT platforms are betting on direct debt for films over buying movies based on box office performance, and the multiplexes screening alternative content. Multiplexes are signing contracts to stream live sports, e-sports, and concerts to utilize capacity and create alternative revenue stream. And I recall, and I do believe that they, you must recall that there may be there have already been some of the theaters, some of the multiplexes, they have sell their tickets for their audience to watch and to see the FIFA final, football final, in their multiplexes in Delhi, in Mumbai, in Bangalore, in Chennai, in Kolkata, so that you can be able to understand about the live streaming and the power of streaming and the digitalization of media and entertainment industry and the future trends of media and entertainment industry. Dr. Dipali, next PPT. It's a quote related with the today, the barrier to take the effort to come to cinema hall is much higher, and hence consumers need to be given a truly cinematic experience and enhanced value proposition to make it worth their while. Said about and said by Siddharth Roy Kapoor, and they said this quote in as a co-chairman CII Media and Entertainment Committee, Confederation of Indian Industry, Media and Entertainment Committee, so that you may be able to understand. Next, please. Next audio. Next slide, Dipali. It's audio industry. We have already talked about digital content, snackable content, the revenue sharing, the digital consumption, the language and the genre, and the OTT platforms and other revenue media revenue generation ideas and the platforms. Now, audio industry and its growth trajectory. It's very much easy to understand, to see, and to look upon my present slide, which is related with the audio industry. Audio market size, it's about billion 2022, 0.5, with CAGR growth 8 to 10%, and in 2030 it's a estimated growth, but related with the $1 billion to 1.1 US dollar billion, so that you can be able to understand that the every part, every strata, every sector of media and entertainment industry is driven by the digitalization and digital platforms. So that if you look like a leader, if you lead the media and entertainment industry with your potential of knowledge, creation, creativity, we must yield, we must grow sorry, with the digital platform. Again, next slide, please. Key trends in audio industry. It's very simple to understand. Tier 2 and tier 3 cities to drive the growth. You may see in a metro, in a remote area, in a remote city, you may go and you may watch, you may see that there may be so many people, they are enjoying the audio with their mobile phones, with their smartphone technologies, so that you may be able to understand that the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and they are driving the growth of audio industry, and immense growth in regional spaces. Again, language and snackable content. Indian regional language accounted for 40% of the total streams on popular platforms, up from 35% earlier, as social media allows discovery of regional music and independent artists, so that you may be able to understand the future of digitalization of media and entertainment industry. Next PPT, and it's related with the key trends in audio industry, related with the hyper competitiveness in the streaming space and growing popularity of podcasting. Next PPT, please. Again, it's related with the print recovering amidst accelerating digitization, and we have already seen the digitization during the COVID-19 effect and the impact of COVID-19 situation. At that time, they have already allowed the newspaper industry, print media industry, of their digital content, digital PDF copy of newspaper magazines for the customers, and they have already created the subscriptions model for the same of their digital content of newspaper, magazines, and others. Again, next PPT. Key trends focus on top end consumers. Despite strong digital acceleration, print retains customer loyalty because their truthfulness. Next slide. Again, it's very much easy to understand with the quote of Bennett Coleman Company Limited, and the Nitin Lakhotia is the senior vice president of Bennett Coleman and Company Limited, and they quoted about the technical advanced crowd-sourced mediums like TikTok and YouTube might have greater consumer outreach, but the traditional mediums and brands have earned consumer trust and loyalty over past decades and hence are still considered valuable and authentic source of information. While new technologies can be replicated easily, but this competitive advantage of long standing brands cannot be imitated by new age content creators. It's very easy to understand that they are saying, or in other words, we can say they are requesting with their truthfulness, their loyalty and engagement of the consumer. They are afraid, I can say, the speech and the quote is related with the threat or a threat of digitalization of future media and entertainment industry. Next slide, please. I will take a couple of minutes more to complete my slide. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to esteemed participant. Kindly allow me 2 to 3 minutes or a maximum 5 minutes to complete my presentation so that you may be able to understand each and every strata and every part of the media and entertainment industry of our country. It's the age of metaverse. We have already talked about the content, consumption, revenue, genre, language, regional language, print, audio. Now we will be able to discuss and to take some basic idea related with the age of metaverse. Next slide, please. It's very easy to understand about metaverse, where all the system, all the strata will be showcased, will be interconnected on the same platform or the one platform so that you can be able to understand the whole media and entertainment industry will come forward to join metaverse so that it's very easy to understand about the continuous non-pausing non-resetting and always accessible content for everyone. It's consistent real-time experience for all users, unlimited individuals, high interactive experience, create, own, buy, sell physical and digital assets and services, enable extensive user-generated content, etc., etc. So that you can easy to understand about the future. Next PPT. Again, experience and interaction. It may be very much easily accessible to think and to discuss about the very much idea of experience and interaction. Very much interactive related with the media industry. Next PPT. It's very important. Next slide. It is very closer than we think. We have to move on. I would like to request each and every participant and the audience of this very important conference on the same that it is very closer than we think. We have to move on. We have to associate. We have to acknowledge the digital platform, digital idea for your potential of knowledge to showcase, to idea and to lead this, lead your understanding and to lead your potential. Next slide, please. It's again related with the same that Neeraj Roy, who is the CEO of Hangama Digital Media Entertainment, and the Shiv Kumar Sundaram, who is the Chairman Executive Committee of Bennett Coleman and Company Limited. They have already shown, they have already quoted, they have already talked about the same related with the metaverse, so that you may be able to go my present slide and in the next slide. It's related with the 5G, so that it's a 5G, it's a continuous approach to engagement in the metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, so that the metaverse will come as early as possible. You may be able to understand. And the $14 billion, you may be understand with the revenue. And the next, which is showcased. Next slide. Yeah, references. As we know that in the academics, in the scholarly presentation, we must acknowledge the research which has already been done by the previous scholars, by the respected scholars. So that it's my duty as a scholar, as a student of media and entertainment industry, a media scholar, researcher of communication and media studies. We have to think, we have to thank, we have to appreciate, we have to cite the previous researches and the past research is done. And I respect, I must thankful to all the researchers that they have done researches. That's why I have been able to showcase my understanding with the reference of their previous researches. Thank you so much, Dr. Deepa and the KLE Institute and other faculty members and the management, that they have invited me to showcase my basic understanding, knowledge related with the digitalization of media and entertainment industry. Thank you so much. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आपने मुझे बुलाया, मुझे सुनने का मौका दिया, और आप सभी से मिलने का, ऑनलाइन नहीं, ऑफलाइन नहीं, ऑनलाइन ही मिलने का मौका मिला. मैं कभी मुंबई आऊंगा तो मैं जरूर चाहूंगा कि दीपाली अपने फैकल्टी मेंबर से मुझे मिलाएं, और मुझे अच्छा लगेगा आपके प्रिंसिपल से और आप मैनेजमेंट के बाकी लोगों से मिलके. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. एंड आई डू बिलीव दैट आई हैव शोकेस्ड, आई हैव फोकस्ड on basic idea and theme of the national conference on the very pertinent topic. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, sir. Your thoughts provoking address set a perfect platform for our students to deliver their presentation. So now let us begin with question and answer session. So we have some questions on our YouTube streaming. So now I request Assistant Professor Pramod Gaikwad, sir, to proceed with the question and answer session.
Thank you, madam. The first question from Aditi Kanogia. She is asking, fake news has become a big concern. How to check facts? I request sir to answer.
It's very easy. Pramod Gaikwad ji and Aditi, it's very easy. I have already submitted my project related with the room where it happens. It's financially supported by the US government, US embassy of our country, for fact news, for fake news, for false news. And there are so many platforms where you may be able to showcase your understanding and to find out the each and every content of the same. And there are so many digital platforms. They are allowing to everyone can be able to access their website and to submit their question related with the fake news or a false news or any kind of a verification of the news, I can say. And they will be find out the final verdict on the same. It's very easy, and nowadays it's very easy. And I would like to I would like to request to Aditi, please go through one of my researcher idea, which has already been submitted on the thesis on the fake news, Miss Priyanka Sachdeva, which has already been submitted the thesis on the PhD thesis of the same topic on fake news in Delhi, and they have already find out so many platforms, national and international, where you may be able to find out your verdict, your final verdict for the same.
Thank you, sir. And one more question by Aditi Kanogia. OTT platforms are monopolizing entire web content. Is this right to have maximum entertainment content as compared to information and educational content?
Very pertinent question. It's very pertinent question, and I do believe that as a media scholar, we must have respect towards the equal opportunity for all. so that it's a monopolization of any kind of a content must uh, cannot be accepted by the academicians or a researcher or a scholars, because the monopolization of any kind of a content lead to the lead to the lead to the lead to the cosmopolitization of the content. We must request and must acknowledge the liberalization, must accept to equal opportunity for all, and we must think about the openness of the same. There may be so many platforms they are using in current days. They are using the monopolization of their content. I do agree with your Aditi, but I do believe that in the near future the OTT platform and the producer must allowing all the audience, audience engagement to all the people, so that they can be able to showcase their understanding of the same. It's like a copyright material. It's like a for the case studies, for the example, if a content will be developed by any sage or Oxford University Press or any kind of a international and national reputed publication, after 5 years, after 10 years, then their research paper can be accessible to all the researchers. But if they allowed to 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 restrict for this some content for 1 year, for 2 year, or up to 5 year, because they do believe that the content creation have already been gone through the revenue engagement or a revenue, so that they allowed 1 or 2 year for a paid subscription or a paid access of their content. But after 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, the content can be accessible for each and every each anyone any scholar from the globe. So, and I do believe that in the near future the OTT platform must allowed, and they allowed to all the strata of the society, to allow to all the audience for the same. But as we can say that, we can understand that they have already contributed their revenue. They have already spent huge money to create a content, so that they must be able to restrict for 1 year, 2 year, or a 3 year. And I do believe that after 3 year or a 2 year, they will allow everyone to show and to focus and to reach to their content. As we know that it's a new for revenue, and for after some days, some year, they must allow to each and everyone.
Ajay Maurya sir has one question, sir. Virtual reality and
Please repeat the question. Pramodji, please repeat your question, please. I cannot
Ajay
hear you.
Maurya is asking, virtual
Huh?
reality and augmented reality are separating us from actual social reality. Don't you think so?
I do believe that your question is very pertinent, and I do accept that your concern is very much important. Definitely, AR and VR can be able to exclude a human connection, human engagement with the society. It's a very much pertinent concern from your side. But AR, VR, and AI is the future, is the present and the future. So that must acknowledge for other purposes or for the benefit of the society, so that we may be able to showcase AR and VR technology for the benefit of the society. But your concern is very much important, that AR and VR will exclude and to escalate the human system, human connection with the society, or human to human. It must escalate, but we have to use AR, VR, and AI for the betterment of the society, where the AR and VR can be able to showcase for science, for technology, for medical science. So that we have to particular to select AR and VR for the benefit of the society.
Sir, last question from Tulsi Bharadwaj. Digital data hackers misuses the privacy of individuals and organizations. How to face this problem?
It's very much easy to understand that we must aware about the digital or a cyber security, the basic idea of the security. Don't click on any kind of a link. Please think twice if you are going to access any kind of a website or any kind of a link duly received on WhatsApp, SMS, email. I've already received so many SMS daily. Please click. Your loan has already been sanctioned. Please click on the same link. Your credit card has already been blocked. Kindly submit your PAN click or this link. You must aware. You cannot be able to think beyond the digitalization, beyond the cyber. But we have to understand, we have to aware about the cyber security, the basic idea of the security, cyber security, basic understanding of the cyber security. It's very easy. Don't go to the phishing SMS, WhatsApp, or email link. It's only way to avoid the same situation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable guidance.
Now there will be a short lunch break for 15 minutes. Then we will begin with our technical session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir, for a very enlightening session, and I do look forward for the technical session.
Before we start the technical session, here we declare the end of our inaugural session. Now, moving ahead with our today's technical session, we have with us Mr. Saurabh Deshpande, Assistant Professor and Head of Department, Atharva Institute of Film and Television, Malad West, Mumbai. Saurabh Deshpande, sir, is an academician since 1999 and has been teaching various subjects pertaining to media and mass communication. His forte include language, culture, and digital media, and he has lately been interested about the ways artificial intelligence has been has been he enrolled as a PhD scholar of Information and Journalism, University of Mumbai, and has also published and presented research papers at various national and international fora. Along with Sir, we have Assistant Professor Dr. Divya Nair, SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Nerul. She has completed her PhD in Mass Communication and Journalism. She has completed more than 13 years in teaching undergraduate and postgraduate in mass media. She has been teaching subjects like digital media, media research, communication, and branding. She has published various research in UGC care journals and conference proceedings. Her research interest includes areas like media literacy, media education, digital media, and communities. Both the session chairperson will be reviewing the technical sessions through YouTube streaming. We have two different links for technical session 1, which we will be streaming at first, and then session 2 after session 1. So I welcome you both to our national conference. I request all the participants to be ready with their presentation.
Saurabh sir and Divya ma'am,
Yeah.
now we'll be playing the YouTube link for the technical session 1, and after that there will be a second link for the technical session 2. So I request both of you to review both the sessions. Okay, sir. And we will then have our best paper presentation awards. 3 presenters. Thank you so much, sir.